Today we set off on a trail straight out of Middle-earth, the Hobbit Trail. With its mossy tunnels, twisting trees, and fern-covered paths, it felt like we were stepping into the magical forest. Honestly, it wouldn't have surprised us if a hobbit had peeked out from behind a log. The trail leads to Hobbit Beach, and wow, it was completely empty. Just us, the waves, and miles of sand. We explored tide pools filled with starfish, anemones, and tiny crabs. Next, we drove up the coast to Cape Perpetua to see the one and only Thor's well, where the ocean basically looks like it's draining into another dimension. We ended the day at the Cape Perpetua Visitor Center, earning our Junior Ranger badges and learning all about the land and asking a lot of questions. It was the perfect way to wrap up a totally magical day on the Oregon coast.
Hello, amazing people! Welcome back to another episode of Dean and Gritty Explore the World.
This is one of those trails that literally everybody tells us to go on, so this will be fun to check it out.
That's right, everybody. We're still in South Jetty, Oregon, on the coast, and today we are on the Hobbit Trailhead. And I've got 3 hobbits with me. I've got Bilbo Baggins here. I got Frodo, and I got Samwise. And then, of course, Gandalf.
Oh, man.
Leading the charge. All right, guys, let's check out Hobbit Trail.
This trail this way goes back to the lighthouse that you saw in one of our previous videos. It goes back to the Hecate Lighthouse along the beach. This takes us to Hobbit Trail, so you could do both in a day.
You could do it in a day, but we're not gonna do that. We already did it. So the reason why they call it Hobbit Trail is because there's lots of little trails and you can see these little hobbits, I think. There are little trails that hobbits, I think, used to go on or still live. I believe in hobbits like in Lord of the Rings, so I think we're gonna go check one out. Let's go. It's a little crouchy and spacey. Look, there's even another Hobbit Trail on the Hobbit Trail. There are so many Hobbit Trails. But let's go. Wait, am I a Hobbit?
Feels so big. Named in honor of Tolkien's famous books, this trail might not lead to the Shire, but it definitely sparks the imagination. Surrounded by towering citrus spruce, moss-covered branches, and winding trails, it feels like it was pulled straight out of a storybook. It's damp, green, and quiet in all of the best ways possible. And the best part? You can take this hike as a peaceful out-and-back trail or jump on some of the Hobbit trails and turn it into a longer coastline trail if you feel adventurous. You want to get here early if you're into fewer crowds and more magic. It's the perfect escape for families, little explorers, or anyone who needs a moment of quiet wonder in the trees.
Another one right here and another one right there. There are tons. Come back up. We're gonna, me and Gertie are maybe gonna explore. I'll get the camera and then me and Gertie will probably explore them. Yeah. And they eat a lot. Well, that mini trip was something. If I wasn't claustrophobic, then I am now.
Yeah, I don't think I can fit through. Many of the Hobbit trails Gandalf cannot fit through.
There's a ton of these really cute little trails that the kids are having a blast just running through. Keeps them entertained, and they're not just walking along the trail, they're actually actively exploring.
So the entire trail is only about a half a mile long. And as you come down the hill, off of the side of the hill, there are just hundreds of these little, for lack of better terms, they are exactly that, Hobbit trails, Hobbit holes. And the kids have just been having a blast, like exploring down into each one of them. Now that we've made it down into the valley and we're closer, it kind of opens up a little bit and you can really hear the water from the shore, but you aren't able to see it, but it's super loud. So this will be the first time that we see the ocean or the beach from this trail.
The beach. Fairy houses! Fairy houses! Oh, it's a memory. Rest in peace, Paris. Buddy Switch, be ready.
This is no ordinary beach. It's a hidden gem, framed by towering cliffs, driftwood-strewn sand, and shimmering sea stacks offshore. Located within the rugged coastline of the park, Hobbit Beach stretches in a peaceful half-mile, and it's part of the same trail system that leads to the iconic Hecate Head Lighthouse. The sandy shore meets a series of tide pools that have come alive at low tide.
The sad thing is that fishermen forget to get their fish strings out, like fishing lines out, and birds get caught in it and end up dying on it. He got tangled up in some fishing line and he can't go anywhere, and he's dead. It's kind of sad. So every time you see fishing line on the beach, pick it up, because we don't want any animal to get hurt or worse.
It's really pretty down here. We're down here pretty early. It's about 8:30, 9 a.m. So there's a couple areas over here that the kids want to check out. What they call a tide pool. I'm sure you all know what a tide pool is. So we're gonna go check it out, see if we can find some crabs, some starfish, maybe octopus or something like that.
We have officially begun our beach journey and we are all prepared now. We got our pants rolled up, our sleeves rolled up so we can go find some creatures. Yeah. This is a crab boat. So when they get older, they shed their shell, creating a moat. And then as they go older, they moat this then moat. I found one buried in the sand. Dad found Gertie found one. No, Mom found it.
Gertie, show us what you got.
Mom found this. But we each got a sand only, but these guys are broken, so we're gonna keep these two and throw these guys back. And the tide just went up, so there's gonna be more of these along this beach. We found sand dollars in Florida, Texas, Oregon now, and all of them look different. We just found a big Dungeness crab. How can I do? Starfish! 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 Big orange starfish! We found an Oakley sea star. He is orange and he has 4 legs. looks like its arm right here is bit off. They usually have 5 legs, not 4. But we are gonna put this guy back.
Moment, huh? So our day at Hobbit Beach was pretty awesome. We found some sand dollars. That was a pretty awesome sand dollar haul. Everything from teeny tiny to medium to these kind of what they consider to be the large ones, which are still smaller than the ones that we found in North Carolina, but bigger than the ones we found in Maine. So no matter where we go, the sand dollars are all different shapes, different sizes, and different patterns on the top, which is really cool. So that wraps up our day here, but our day is by no means over. We're gonna go grab some lunch, and we're gonna head up to Cape Perpetua. What do you guys think? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Our trek on our way up to Cape Perpetua, which is about 15 minutes farther up the road from the Hobbit Trailhead.
As you can see, it got really crowded. We got there about 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and the beach was absolutely empty. We were maybe one of like 2 other couples that were out there. And so there was like 6 of us on the entire beachfront for a good, hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah, had to be.
Literally, as soon as we hit the trail and started hiking back out, it was just like a train of people coming down there. So as Dean said, pro tip on that one, get there early if you want to enjoy it by yourself, because otherwise, I mean, we probably passed 50, 60 or more people just in that half-mile hike out.
No,
Towering over 800 feet above the Pacific, Cape Perpetua offers stunning views, rugged trails, and some of the most jaw-dropping ocean action on the coast. Just 15 minutes up the coast from Florence, we landed at one of the most dramatic stretches of the Oregon shoreline, Cape Perpetua Scenic Area, and no stop here is complete without witnessing the wild and roaring force of Thor's well.
I made turkey, mayo, mustard, and cheese sandwiches. How do you like it?
2 thumbs up. Good job, dude.
How do you like it, Mom? How do you like it? It's good. Mom made mine. What is it? Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jelly. Since Gertie has peanut butter and jelly, I made 3 sandwiches for all of us. We all have the same sandwiches, except I don't have cheese on mine. These 2 do.
And Gertie?
I have peanut butter and jelly, not them.
Peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
I think I did good.
How you feeling, Monica?
Walking downhill knowing full well that I'm going to have to walk back uphill.
Cape Perpetua. We are on Cook's Trail, heading out to Thor's Well. Supposed to do some big crashing wave.
It's low tide though.
It's low tide, so
You're going to get those.
we always seem to hit the low tide for those. We did it in Maine when we were up at Acadia. We're gonna head down here, follow Cook's Trail, check out some stuff.
Something like a rock in his mouth. I think.
Go that way.
Okay guys, it is really windy here, but we found this tiny starfish. We found purple starfish, purple anemones, orange starfish, green starfish, green anemones, purple sea urchins, all kinds of fishy stuff, even maybe some dungeness crabs.
They had all those binoculars and scopes and stuff set up because I guess this morning there were a bunch of whales out in the
Well,
in
remember,
the bay there.
we're not too far away from the seal caves. Seal caves are up
Sea
the
lion
road.
caves.
Sea lion caves.
Yes.
Sorry.
They were feasting on some sea lions. Nah, I don't know.
And then you've got all the birds and stuff that are out here, so
Yeah.
it's a very lively coast.
Yep. It's cute. Cute.
It's cute.
All right. Well, here we go.
Just up the hill, we visited the Cape Perpetua Visitor Center, tucked in the trees with huge windows looking straight out to the sea. It's full of hands-on exhibits, local ecology, and stories about the land. And it's also where Dean and Gertie locked in another badge of their Junior Ranger collection. Whether you're into crashing waves, coastal hikes, or just soaking in the views, Cape Perpetua delivers big. It's Oregon coast magic at full volume.
That's a spoon. This is a real goal. Wow. Since that's the bottom of the mouth, and something would come this way. But maybe
Yeah.
This would be good. Where are they trying to make it? Why does it have
different sections for your age group. Whatever.
Low tide was at 3:05 a.m. and now with the next one is 1:50. So this loading tide was at 9.
This is the one we found on the rock.
Mm-hmm.
I pledge to help
Protect the plants and animals
protect the plants and animals
of Cape Perpetua
of Cape Perpetua
scenic area.
scenic area,
To share what I've learned with others
to share what I learned with others,
and to be a friend
and to be a friend
to all our national forests.
to all our national forests.
Good job, guys. Way to go. There are your books. So here's each of your badges. And each get a Smokey Bear sticker. And a couple Woodsy Owl tattoos. So you guys are hooked up. Good job. Way to go.
What did you guys think of Cape Perpetua? It was pretty awesome. Like, that's the Oregon coastline that I expected to see more often. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that rocky tide pool kind of thing.
I think it's funny how you can go from, wow, it's really warm out, to holy moly, I'm gonna get blown off this rock and cold. Like that.
Yeah.
There were
Yeah.
times when Jeff was at the edge, like over filming, and I was really annoyed with the fact that I didn't take the keys from him, because I was pretty sure that the ocean was going to grab him and take him away, and I would be stuck there without a key for the car, which I was just like, well, planning on my part.
If you go to Perpetua, it was really cool. There was this thing called Thor's Well, which is basically like Thunder Hole in Acadia National Park, where the water comes in and then kind of shoots up. But it's only worth really viewing that at like high tide, or when the tide is just starting to come into high tide, because the water's so low in the little jetty that it doesn't really create the spout that you're looking for.
No, it was cool watching it though.
Hope you enjoyed our adventure today to Cape Perpetua and Hobbit Beach. Both were really awesome. Loved seeing the tide pools and hanging out and seeing the starfish, and hopefully you did too. As always, Monica, what you gotta say?
Please like and subscribe and join us on our next adventure or misadventure, however it turns out. Because without people like you to follow us and help us along, it's pretty much impossible.
What you gotta say, Dean? Nice and loud.
Never stop exploring. Anchority, never stop dancing. Well, I can't dance my scene, so I'm just gonna go explore.